Hi, it's Michelle from Muffin Beauty Science, chemistry PhD and skincare nerd and lover of vitamin C. Today I'm doing a collaboration with Beck Wynta, who is a Melbourne-based YouTuber. She does tons of product reviews, and if you know me, if you ask me for a product recommendation, I usually don't have very many. Beck tries out all of the products and does really in-depth reviews. She's very science-based as well. And so if you want product recommendations, she is a fantastic place to go to. So check her out. Her link's in the description. We also did another video on our favorite vitamin C products, which you can find on her channel as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Beck Wynta and I'm a fellow skincare nerd. I love skincare, I love testing it out, and I also like the science behind skincare because I think it's important to meld those two worlds together so that you can make an informed decision as to what products and ingredients are right for you and your skin.
So we both get a lot of questions on vitamin C, so we thought we'd get together and give you our answers. So the first question is, can vitamin C be used in the morning? Because I read you shouldn't use it in your AM routine. Beck, what do you say?
Absolutely. I love vitamin C, particularly L-ascorbic acid, because it's such a great antioxidant and it really will benefit an AM routine because of its antioxidant qualities, particularly when you pair it with a really nice sunscreen.
I completely agree. Vitamin C is fantastic for protecting your skin against UV, and that's actually where most of the first studies on vitamin C and skin were. It was all about protecting your skin against the sun and reducing the amount of sunburn you got. So it's definitely fantastic for daytime use. The antioxidants are great for soaking up any free radicals that tend to form. So free radicals are substances that have unpaired electrons and they're really reactive. So if they're in your skin, they tend to react with things like DNA, things in your cells, and that's part of what causes your skin to age. So having that in your skin helps protect against photoaging. It protects against regular aging as well, so any free radicals that naturally form from things that your body does. Great for morning and night. Why does L-ascorbic acid irritate my skin? So the quick answer to that is it's an acid. Acids are irritating. Acids are low pH. That means that they have lots of hydrogen ions, and these can just it's like an acid burn. It's a chemical burn. It reacts with your skin. L-ascorbic acid also has to be at a low pH, otherwise it doesn't get into your skin. It's a very stubborn molecule to get through your skin and into the living layers where it can have a biological effect. So if it irritates your skin, maybe you could look at using lower percentage product or a higher pH product, or just a gentler formula.
And over on my channel where we are sharing our favorite vitamin C serums, I do have one that is a low percentage L-ascorbic acid serum. I believe it's 5% and it seems to be pretty well tolerated by those of you with really sensitive skin. It's also paired with Centella asiatica, so that might help to buffer against any irritation that you may experience, but it seems to be really well tolerated, so definitely check that one out if you do want to use L-ascorbic acid.
Does price matter? I see some vitamin C serums that are so affordable and others that are over the top expensive. Does expensive equal better? So Beck, you've tried everything in every price range. What do you think?
Honestly for me, most of my favorites are very affordable or they're kind of mid-priced. I don't have too many that are really expensive that I'm willing to pay a lot of money for. In saying that, I would like to try the CE ferulic acid from SkinCeuticals, but that is so expensive and I cannot bring myself to commit to it because I think to myself, if it's going to do the exact same thing in terms of vitamin C, it's going to help to stimulate collagen production, provide antioxidants for the skin, and also help to fade hyperpigmentation, why would I spend more money on it when I get the exact same results from more affordable products?
No, that's a great answer. I have nothing to add. Can you mix vitamin C with sunscreen? Just don't mix things with sunscreen. For sunscreen, it's really important that it forms an even film on your skin. You don't want to mix it with anything because firstly, you dilute the protection, and secondly, you might end up not mixing it thoroughly enough, and so you end up with some spots that have enough sunscreen, some spots that have no sunscreen. So yeah, don't mix it with things, layering rather than mixing with sunscreens.
When it comes to sunscreen, think of it as medicinal and just don't mess with it.
My vitamin C turns my hands yellow. So the reason for that is vitamin C, L-ascorbic acid, it slowly degrades into erythrulose, which is a sugar which works much like DHA and fake tan. So it's just fake tan. It's not like it's staining your skin forever. It's not like it's giving you more pigmentation. It is just a fake tan thing which reacts with the top layers of your skin and it makes it go a little bit darker. So to avoid this, I mean, if it's turning your hands yellow, then it's probably not a massive issue. So wash your hands immediately afterwards with soap and water. If it's turning your skin yellow though, like your face, then it's probably a good idea to layer an oil-based product on top and try to limit that oxidation. You won't be able to completely undo it, but also if you apply your vitamin C all over your face, then hopefully that gives you more of a rosy glow rather than patches of darker fake tan.
I like that tip. If you rub it everywhere, then it looks like you intentionally meant to do that to your skin.
Make it even, yeah. If your vitamin C is acting as like free fake tan, go with it. Which is better, a dedicated vitamin C serum and niacinamide serum, or one product that uses both?
I think it really depends on the formula, because if it is a really well-made formula, you have yourself a really nice hybrid, a multifaceted product where you're going to benefit equally well from the niacinamide and the vitamin C. But if it's a really poorly made formula, then you're not going to benefit really from either one of the actives.
Can you use vitamin C with retinol? Yes. Can you use vitamin C with acid? Yes. But you do risk burning your face off a bit because they're all very irritating. So that is pretty much the only caveat I have. Have you ever used like vitamin C with retinol or acids before?
I have, but I tend to use vitamin C's during the day as opposed to the night. If I do want to use a vitamin C in the night, I tend to make sure that the ingredient pairings that I have are not going to be very irritating for the skin. So for example, I wouldn't use a 30% L-ascorbic acid serum with a really strong retinoid or acid.
Yeah, and maybe if you do want to use a vitamin C with these sorts of ingredients, maybe look for one of the derivatives and then save your vitamin C, your proper L-ascorbic acid, for another night. Thoughts on natural vitamin C serum? Well, firstly, L-ascorbic acid is natural or nature identical. I think having the known percentage of the vitamin C is really important, and I mean with vitamin C you generally want something 5, 10, 15%, and with the extracts, the natural extracts which have vitamin C, they tend not to be included in very high concentration, so I don't think you get that quantity of vitamin C. On the other hand, there is also the fact that with natural plant extracts, they do have a mix of antioxidants in them, and that tends to be really good for keeping other antioxidants stable. So vitamin C is notoriously unstable, so chucking in other antioxidants in there like vitamin E and ferulic acid keeps it stable. So having the plant extract sometimes might keep it a bit more stable, which might be a consideration, but I would probably look for a natural serum that has both the L-ascorbic acid at a known concentration plus plant extracts in that case, rather than just relying on the plant extract for the vitamin C.
So my problem when it comes to natural vitamin C's is the fact that in terms of, if you did a qualitative analysis and you looked at the amount of vitamin C in one batch of carrot seed oil, for example, and another batch of carrot seed oil, there is really such great variation between the amount of vitamin C in both products. So what results you get from one product you may not be guaranteed to get in another product. And again, because the concentrations are so low, will it actually help in terms of hyperpigmentation? Probably not.
Yeah, I agree. I like knowing the percentage of something like vitamin C. Is vitamin C supposed to sting or itch? The ordinary one in silicone feels gritty and itchy. So this formula is one of the anhydrous formulas. This is where you have L-ascorbic acid crystals in an oil base, and that oil base protects it from water, from oxygen, from light, and that stops it from oxidizing as quickly and breaking down and becoming useless. So with these ones, the problem is because it's not dissolved, that's why it feels gritty. It's like little tiny crystals. Depending on the brand, they might be different sizes of tiny. So generally you want as small crystals as possible because it'll dissolve faster on your skin, and so you end up with more even vitamin C. You won't get hot spots. The problem with the itching is probably the creation of those hot spots. This sort of formula is probably one of the most irritating types out there. If your skin is too irritated with these silicone-based formulas, I'd recommend just looking for a completely different type of product. So maybe a water-based serum, maybe one of the derivatives, and avoid this sort of solid L-ascorbic acid formula.
I feel as though the vitamin C products that are housed in silicones tend to have really high amounts of vitamin C. So that's a lot of vitamin C for your skin. It can definitely add to the irritation that you can experience as well.
Yeah, it's a really good point about the high percentages. I don't think I've seen one with a low percentage. And yeah, if you have high percentage acid, it's going to be irritating.
Yeah.
Is vitamin C really needed in a skincare routine, or can you get a serum that includes it in lower doses?
I feel as though we're going to have two different answers right now, because for me, vitamin C is an absolute staple, but I do deal with hyperpigmentation that constantly needs to be treated, and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation in particular is quite stubborn and really hard to treat. So I'm always on top of that vitamin C.
Well, my answer would be it depends on what your skin needs are. So if you have massive hyperpigmentation problems where that's one of your very, very top concerns, like for Beck, then yeah, vitamin C is fantastic. You probably want to include it every day to get rid of existing hyperpigmentation and get rid of anything that's forming. If it's not such a big problem, if you're mostly looking for the antioxidant protection, if you're looking for creating more collagen, then there's a lot of other ingredients that can do that too, and so you might want to incorporate it at a lower percentage. So yeah, everyone's different. It really depends on what your skin needs are. And that is it for questions. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can click the like, click the subscribe. You can also check out all of our other videos. You can check out my videos through my channel. You can check out Beck's videos through her channel, which I've linked in the description. Our Instagram handles are up here, so follow us if you want to find out more about science-based skincare. If you have any extra questions on vitamin C, drop them in the comments and we'll try to get to them. And yeah, see you next time.